been a glorious sail.
We're going on a road trip to the Blue Hole. That's how keen he is on freediving right now. I'm Elayna and this is Riley, and this is our home, Le Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 5 years and have recently found ourselves with a stowaway. Meet Lenny. Subscribe and welcome aboard. Lenny, no. Stop grabbing it. This boy is impossible with the camera these days. We've got the dead cat microphone on top and he just wants to eat it. We're going to set sail to Long Island today. It's just, we're going to be headed that way. And I think we've got the perfect amount of wind to hoist the Code D, which we haven't in a while. So that'll be really nice to get that sail up. Yeah, should be a good day. Riley's just getting ready, brushing his teeth and stuff like that, and then we'll be off. What are you doing?
Trying to get Alex Thompson's attention with my op shop pants on.
Alright, now strike a pose.
Hold that. Yep, beautiful.
I think we're good.
Stop it! Wayward sail at the moment.
What do you think about this, Lenny?
I hear the commotion, and that's okay, 'cause we're in motion. I can feel the sway.
We were sailing wing and wing because we didn't want to have to jibe. We just need to get around this point over here and the wind is kind of directly behind us.
And when the ground is shaking in the thunder roar, I wouldn't worry, it's just a storm. I just let my body pour to the natural rattle.
Haven't started the engine yet.
Nah. Do you reckon we'll last till New York?
What, without starting the engine?
No, without using the rest of our diesel. We got half a tank of diesel left.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, maybe not, because Mum's coming.
And you don't want to scare her?
Nah, because we'll be ducking in and out of the exhumers.
Oh, yeah. Sing mama. Ticka 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 ticka. Ticka 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 ticka. Ticka 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 ticka.
Well, this has been a glorious sail. We've had wind mainly from here, which has been pushing us towards our destination the whole time. It's just one of those angles that never gets old. It's absolutely beautiful. Water is that blue colour that you don't really get anywhere else in the world. And we're about to sneak around this point up here and drop into Calabash Bay. This is so sick. There's like reef there. We're in 20 metres of water here. It was 50 back there. We just cruise along the outside. The waves they're not breaking, and it's just pushing me along like this.
Can you believe the colour of the water, Lenny? Can you believe it?
No.
I didn't read about this.
Nah.
So, welcome to Long Island. I think it's safe to say that Long Island gets its name from the fact that it's 80 miles long and only 4 miles at its widest point. Home to around 4,000 people according to a local, but apparently it feels like a lot less than that. Everyone knows everyone here. Long Island is also known as one of the most scenic islands in the Bahamas, with long white sandy beaches, stacks of palm trees, and of course, it's home to the famous Dean's Blue Hole, where professional freedivers come to compete every few years. Riley somehow managed to convince me to get a hire car this morning to drive an hour and a half to the Blue Hole. That's how keen he is on freediving right now. So we're going on a road trip today. I'm actually pretty excited to see the rest of Long Island. Last time we were here for the freediving competition, we didn't really get to see the other side of the island, the north side, which is where we are now. So that will be great. We did it, you guys. Lenny is asleep. This morning was a bit slow, just pulling ourselves together, getting to the beach. It's only 9 o'clock though.
I must say, Elayna, that the potholes down this end of the island, down the southern end, are much smaller. They're merely spa size rather than Olympic swimming pool size, and the frequency is much less as well. I mean, they're only probably every 5 metres rather than every 2 metres. So that's good.
We're headed down to the Blue Hole. Really excited to show it to you guys for those of you who haven't seen it.
A marked improvement in the quality of roads.
Just a little road stop. Everyone needs a bit of food, especially Lenny. He's been like screaming in the back.
I think my hiccups are gone.
Good. Maybe you just needed some food. Riley's had the hiccups the whole way here. We were worried he wouldn't be able to freedive.
The lads are doing the potholes. Job for life up here, Elayna.
Sorry if I'm repeating information here for those of you who are religious followers and have already heard all about the Blue Hole from our previous episodes. But for everyone else, first of all subscribe, and yeah, this is Dean's Blue Hole. It's 202 metres deep, and these blue holes are circular columns of water that form when rainwater dissolves a sinkhole through limestone rock. The Bahamas are thought to contain over 1,000 blue holes, and only about 20% of these have been explored by scientists. We have arrived. Just waiting for Riley to gear up. He just got nude in the car park. I'm looking at the people right now. There's not many people here, there's only 4 other people here. Found a nice little cave with some shade.
Fast, the only way I know is the only way, yeah. Come near me, don't fear me.
How was it?
Good, really good. I nailed that groper.
Oh, the new technique of equalising?
So I just made it like 10 times easier. I went down to 40 metres. There's this young bloke that does a fair bit of freediving. He was spotting me, which was good because I got to try and go a bit deeper. So I did. Well, I got to, my third dive was 23 metres, then 28, then 32.5 for a minute 43, and then 39.9 for a minute 52. And with that grouper call, which Adam taught me, it's like, it felt really comfortable rather than...
There was no strain on you.
Yeah, it was just like, there was strain towards the end, down at 40 metres, but yeah, it felt really good.
We're watching Lenny like a hawk because as soon as he wakes up, the first thing he does is go from like back to stomach, and he goes like, and he rolls over, and I know he's gonna get a mouthful of sand if he does that, so.
I'll be over there in a flash.
We just met some really nice sailors on the beach. Their boats anchored around the corner and they drove the dinghy all the way here. So that was really nice. Lenny's having a feed and we're just gonna go pick up some food at the market and probably get on the road home. It's been a big day. dropped my sunnies in the ocean the other day and that was the end of them. They're all rusting now, falling to bits. I can barely close the things that go behind your ears. What are they called?
Hinges.
Hinges? The sticks? I don't know.
Summer's gone, but you can be mine. The world stops spinning when you open your eyes, my God. What a beautiful soul, you deserve your own night.
So the best way to do it is his arms are free because otherwise he gets frustrated. Then you got to quickly grab him and go, and then let his arms go free again. There you go. So he'll let you know when he's hungry again, starts moving around a bit, and then one motion, quickly grab him and feed, and then we're free again. He doesn't know what's happened.
What's he doing to you?
That's good, isn't it, Lenny? Hey.
Well, Riley got some exciting news today. Do you want to tell everyone what we're doing?
He's going to go and dive with the best freediver in the known universe.
No biggie.
No, William Truebridge. Adam's still my favourite. You're still my favourite, Adam, don't worry. No, it's really good. William's been, what, I think him and like Alexi were neck and neck, but anyway, William's like the ultimate freediver. He lives on Long Island here. He runs Vertical Blue, and I just slipped him a little DM on Instagram. He got back to me in pretty short order, Elayna.
Had a phone call. You guys are
Had a chat with
BFFs. So we're just sailing further south now to anchor where we're a bit closer to drive to the Blue Hole because we can't keep driving from the other side of the island. It's just ridiculous. So William free dives down to somewhere like 110 meters. So this is pretty exciting. Riley's going to have a few sessions with Will and see if he can beat his personal best of 40 meters.
Correction, I'm actually going to be his safety diver.
Oh yeah, Riley's going to be his safety diver and they're going to...
He trusted me with his life, Elayna.
That's how good of friends they are.
By so fast.
I couldn't decide what to cook, so we have probably the most randomest dinner I've ever made. Veggie burger with some eggs and falafel in a salad bowl with hummus.
Very nice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to dig in here because I'm really tired after my 6-mile sail today.
Riley only had 1 rum tonight instead of 2. That's how committed he is to freediving recently. We had an early one that night because we'd be on the road south first thing in the morning. William and his partner Sashiko actually have a little baby girl, Mila. So Sashiko and I sat under the umbrella with the niños while the boys were under the surface. But it was so nice to hand over the babies for our turn. It was actually Sashiko's first time freediving since having the little girl, and she was absolutely beaming. She's a really good freediver herself. I think she told me she's been down to 70 meters or something like that. Pretty cool. Riley, how'd you go?
No, not very good.
You
Wasn't feeling it today.
No?
Nah,
Must be all the rum you've been drinking.
maybe.
How did Riley go in the water?
No, Riley was good today. He did a nice dive to 40 meters.
Very
He's
good.
been getting kind of comfortable at that depth. Getting the ropes for visualization.
Come on.
Yeah, one day he definitely will. I think he was disappointed today because he wanted to do a little more than that. But no, sometimes it's like that. You just got to kind of build up your confidence at those depths before you push on to new ones.
Thanks for looking after me, mate. You're a legend. So we found these washing up on the beach at Dean's Blue Hole. Hundreds there, thousands down the coastline of the Bahamas. And so Will actually chased it up. He traced back the currents to where it was probably happening, contacted the company, somehow got hold of them, and got hold of a representative there who said,
yeah, okay, these things are washing up, but what they are is fresh drinking water for the locals, definitely Haiti and maybe some of those other islands in that area. What happens is they drink the water, which they need, and then enough people are throwing them away that it's causing a problem down the line here. And it's one of those things with no immediate and obvious solution, and it's like, I don't know, I just found that because there's problems down there, a disaster situation which was never properly resolved, and then beautiful beaches down the line, all up the coast here, are getting destroyed because of it. Probably a problem with no obvious and immediate solution, but interesting nonetheless.
But your heart don't understand.
Hi, I'm Kate Vargas. I'm a songwriter in New York City. I'm a huge fan of yours. I think what y'all do is incredibly inspiring. I've had the pleasure of having a couple tunes on a couple episodes, and I've had people from all over the world reach out to me to say they've heard my tunes on Sailing La Vagabond. Thank you for making that connection. I wrote a tune maybe 5 minutes ago. Please keep in mind, it's a work in progress here, okay? Elayna, Riley, and now Lenny, are they sailing the sea? Sailing La Vagabond and making movies, sharing that good indie music, oh, and teaching all us land folks things about spearfishing, freediving, and nautical coupledom. Support them on Patreon. It's the Sailing La Vagabond.
Next week we embark upon an expedition of the island in its entirety. Myself and a couple of mates get circled by sharks while spearfishing, which is always good fun. And we set up camp in a marina so that we can fly over to France for the Outremer Cup. But most of all, I'm gonna go free diving.